welcome to Team Fam. I'm bringing to you another deck profile, this time of the Amazonas. I've always been a fan of Mai. I love the Harpy ladies. A matter of fact, I'm making remaking the Harpy ladies for the current format, but I also love our other deck, which is Amazonas, and they got some new support cards in one of the latest sets from last year. And so, without further ado, here is deck profile for the Amazonas. So I go with 3 Amazonas princesses. She counts as Amazonas queen on the field in the graveyard, so I pretty much use her as substitute of Amazonas queen until they make the common version of her in the OTS packs. But she can search for Amazonas Calling, any Amazonas card really, magical trap card, and then Amazonas Calling can search for anything. So I usually, you gotta play her. 3 tigers. Most people play with just 1 copy, and they play with like 2 baby tigers. But I believe, in my opinion, the tiger is brutal. It pretty much protects all your other Amazonas. Specifically, I use him to protect the Amazonas Empress, which protects everything Amazonas. Period. Then I play 3 sages. I don't really have a whole bunch of. I don't have any magical trap removal. She is my only magical trap removal. Basically I just try to soar in the field and attack you for game. So my first priority isn't get rid of magical trap, as you know, I don't even worry about that. Next I have Amazonas Swordswoman, and she does burn, so I can attack a bigger monster, and the difference is taking off the opponent's life points, not my own. So her, Amazonas Calling, and the Forbidden Dress is just a nasty combo. Then I have 3 spies. Spy is awesome. Free summon to the field. Can't beat that by revealing an Amazonas from your hand. Use that to spam out Miss Radiant or anything else I'm trying to bring out. Amazonas Paladin. I like to even play with her, but man, the attack on her is ridiculous, especially when you have a whole bunch of monsters on the field. It's pretty awesome. I wish this thing would get a focus. Next is 1 copy of Baby Tiger. Usually when I can get him on the field, which is pretty easy with Amazon's Princess, get him in the graveyard. He's, I don't need more than 1. I mean, I get 1 out and he just keeps respam him to the field. So then 3 copies of King of the Swamp, mainly for polymerization, and he acts as tribute fodder for my fusion monsters. And that's it for the monsters. Then I got 3 Amazonas Onslaught. This card is crucial for the deck. A lot of people don't even know what it does, and basically it allows me to special summon a Amazonas from my hand to the field during combat phase, and then it allows me to, any Amazonas that's in combat with another monster, regardless of whether I win the combat or not. Once the opponent comes into combat with my monster, with this card face up in the field after it resolves, you banish that monster. I can't tell you how many monsters I banished because of this 1 card. This card is just amazing. Amazonas Call. You know, I can get any tutor any card from my deck that has Amazonas in his name, self-explanatory, and it allows I can pick a monster on my side, Amazonas monster on my side, and that monster can attack every monster on the opponent's side once, and none of my other monsters can attack, and that, you know, it combos in with the swordswoman, because then I could burn by attacking every monster in the field, even if I'm lower, and then also I can put it on the Amazonas pet liger, and he can attack every monster in the field once, and he can use his effect to give you negative 800 attack multiple times. It's pretty awesome. Then we have Amazonas village. It allows me to it gives all my Amazonas monsters 200 attack, which is huge because my monsters get pretty big. And then it allows me to special summon a monster from my graveyard or deck. If one of my Amazonas dies or gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard, I get to summon another Amazonas monster from my deck or graveyard with an equal or lower cost than the one that got destroyed. So it's my reclusion, it's my search, it's everything. So Amazonas village is crucial. 3 terraforming to search it out, make sure I have it. 3 polymerization. I'm thinking about lowering that since I have 3 of the King of Swamp. I'm really considering putting in the Amazonas Call of the Haunted card because Empress can protect it, and I can bring her back multiple times if she's in the graveyard. Then I have 2 Forbidden Dress. With this card, I can target one phase of monster in my field until the end phase. That target loses 800 attack, but it cannot be targeted or destroyed by other card effects. So it protects my Empress from being destroyed, and she protects everything else. Challenge Tribute, because it's pretty awesome. I can border wipe, and I can also bring back, I can use my field guard to bring out to another Amazonas card, and then 1 Upstart Goblin to make it 39. Next, let's see, the extra deck. 2 Amazonas Pet Ligers. He's pretty awesome. He doesn't protect the other monsters like a tiger does, but he allows me to do some really awesome trickeries. He can lower, when he attacks, he can lower monsters attack by he can increase his attack by 500, and then if he survives the attack, he can lower another target monster's attack by 800. Pretty freaking awesome. I love that guy. Amazonas Empress is the key. This is the card I want to get out every single turn. She protects everything Amazonas. It can't be destroyed. Nothing can happen to it. It protects everything, and also, so it protects your magic and trap cards, which is pretty awesome, and your monsters, and keeps them from being destroyed in battle. And on top of all of that, if it gets destroyed, I can bring back Amazonas Queen from a graveyard or the deck. And, you know, Princess in the graveyard is Amazonas Queen, so I can bring her back. 2 Miss Radiance. I mean, I get her on the field along with all my Earth monsters, and they become like huge. Then, because I have so many level 4s, it becomes a rank 4 toolbox. Tornado Dragon, Self-Explanatory, Castel, number 41 by Augusta, Utopia package. I'm missing Lightning. I need to get him. Kind of expensive. Giga Cowboy and Zubaba General. He was Great Warrior. So there's that. Now extra deck. Like I said, I'm gonna replace these with the Amazonas card that brings back Amazonas. To 2 Collissimos for protection. My body's a shield, more protection. Overcapacity for Paleo. I might replace that because Paleo is not really a thing now. But Drawn in Mirror Force to protect my monsters, but I don't really need it. Then more removal. Mystical Space Typhoon, 3 of those, and then 1 reinforcement of the army, which I'm thinking of putting in there to make sure I can get what I need. So anyway, that's it. That's the whole deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, like, subscribe, and so we can get you some more content. But thank you so much for checking it out, and I'll see you next time.